Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Jurion, and welcome back to Pathfinder, Hero Flux. That is Flux, short for Fluctuation. This is a sort of parody series off of the Dungeons & Dragons character conversion series that I also do on this channel. Much like in that series, I take a look at characters from across media and convert them into a playable character for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And today we are taking a look at childhood favorite Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, from Nickelodeon. In case you all weren't aware, you probably are aware since most of you probably grew up with Nickelodeon just like I did. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we can do with Jimmy Neutron in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And in all honesty, it was a whole lot easier to make Jimmy in Pathfinder than it was in Dungeons & Dragons, let me tell you. So let's start things off with our stats. Go ahead and increase your dexterity, constitution, intelligence, and wisdom each by 2 points to start you off. Moving on to our ancestry. Of course, we're human, but we're also a skilled human. So go ahead and increase your constitution and intelligence each by 2, get a starting hit points of 8, 25-foot movement speed, and you also get a heritage skilled heritage, and get yourself trained in deception. You're not very good at it, but at least you're trained in it. For your ancestry feat, natural skill works best. You're going to go ahead and grab trained skills in diplomacy and society. You have communicated with government officials after all, so it does make sense that you have the ability to speak to these government officials. So, yeah, diplomacy and the knowledge of how to speak to government officials, so society. Next is our background. We are a genius, so the best background is going to be the prodigy. This will give us a +2 on our intelligence and wisdom, trained skills in crafting and alchemical lore. Most of Jimmy's inventions are based in alchemy after all. A lot of different chemicals to work with, a lot of compounds, science everywhere. Next is your free feat, which is your specialty crafting in alchemy. Specialty crafting is actually a pretty interesting feat, allowing you to do certain craftings a little bit more easily than others. And since we are doing alchemy, that means your alchemical items such as elixirs are a little bit easier to craft. So yeah, it makes sense to have this free feat, especially with the prodigy. Moving on to our class, we're going with Inventor, which, yeah, it makes perfect sense for Jimmy, since he invents stuff on the daily. Just about every single episode is a new invention. We get an extra bonus to our intelligence, making it an 18 now. For extra hit points, we get 8 plus our constitution modifier. We are trained in perception. We are trained in simple weapons, martial weapons, and unarmed attacks, as well as light armor, medium armor, and unarmored defense. Your saving throws, you are trained in reflex, and are an expert in fortitude and will saves. It's very rare that Jimmy gets put under some sort of hypnosis. When he does, it's a very powerful hypnosis. But more often than not, he is pretty much immune to it. For your skills, you are trained in acrobatics, athletics, medicine, nature, religion, stealth, survival, and thievery. You have the inventor features of explode, innovation, which we're going to go with construct innovation. This is to symbolize our robot dog, Gonard. We also get overdrive, peerless inventor, and 2 free feats. Shield block, and inventor. For our 2nd level inventor, we get the class feat of No, I created you. It's a funny name for a feat, but despite the hilarious name, it is still a very good feat for Jimmy because it helps him, well, keep control of his creation, Gonard. Because there's been one or two times that Gonard's been underneath the control of somebody else, but Jimmy is able to quickly rein back in Gonard because, well, he is Gonard's creator, which supplies the feat here. We also get the skill feat of alchemical crafting. But no, I created you is such a funny name. But yeah, here it is. You appeal to your construct companion's bond with its creator and have it break free of a controlling effect. Makes perfect sense for Jimmy's relationship with his robot dog friend. Level 3, we'll go ahead and get the expert skill in alchemical lore and a feat incredible initiative to increase our initiative. We also get reconfigure and expert overdrive. At level 4, we'll get the class feat of haphazard repair and the skill feat of eye for numbers. Level 5, go ahead and increase your ability scores. Go ahead and go for your dexterity, constitution, and wisdom to increase by 2 points each, and your intelligence will be increased by 1 point since we are already past the 18 mark. You have an expert skill in acrobatics now, and your ancestry feat is clever improviser, which gives you the free feat of untrained improvisation, and you also get inventor weapon expertise. At level 6, we get the class feat of Visual Fidelity, which gives you both low light vision and dark vision, which you probably created some sort of contact lens or special goggles to help you see at night. Whatever the case for the flavoring. For your skill, you get Quick Repair. At level 7, we are now masters in the alchemical lore skill, with a general feat of Ride. Since we do ride Gonard, it makes perfect sense. You get Master Overdrive, Breakthrough Innovation, Lightning Reflexes, and Weapon Specialization. At level 8, we're going to get a dedication feat for our class feat. We're going with Gunslinger Dedication, since, well, Jimmy does use a laser gun. It's handheld, one-handed, so it makes sense for our gunslinger way to be way of the pistolero. Pistolero? I think that's how I pronounce it. Anyway, you also get a trained skill in intimidation. For your skill feat, go for Incredible Crafter. For your level 9, we have expert skill in nature. Our ancestry feat is cooperative nature, since our two friends have helped us a couple of times with our inventions, even if they are a bit less than average. You also get offensive bolt. We're going with the jolt, which gives us electricity. And we also get innovative expertise. Level 10, go ahead and increase your constitution, wisdom, and charisma each by 2, and increase your intelligence by 1. For your class feat, go for Lock On. We'll also get the skill feat Improvise Tool. At level 11, we are now experts in medicine. And we also get the general feat of Feather Step, and we also have medium armor expertise and resolve. Next is level 12. Go for your class feat. We're going to go for basic shooting, giving us access to a gunslinger feat. We'll go for risky reload. We'll go ahead and grab the skill feat of cooperative crafting. Once again, we do work with our friends sometimes with our inventions. And I believe there was one case or another with Sydney. I don't remember, but in either case, going on to level 13, we are now experts in the society skill. For your ancestry feat, incredible improvisation works just fine. For next is your alertness, inventor, weapon, mastery, and complete reconfiguration. For level 14, grab the class feat of unstable redundancies. just to make sure that Gonard is able to still function. Speaking of Gonard, and any other vehicle that we might be able to ride, the skill feat of Express Rider works perfectly. Level 15 Inventor. We'll go ahead and get our ability score increases in Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, and Charisma. We are now legendary in the alchemical lore skill. Grab the general feat of Armor Proficiency. I vaguely remember Jimmy having a power armor at one point, so it would make sense to have proficiency in heavy armor. Next you have Legendary Overdrive, Revolutionary Innovation, and Great Weapon Specialization. At level 16, go for the class feat of Construct Shell, so Gonard will be able to protect you while you are riding him. You also have the skill feat of Ambush Tactics. You are extremely smart after all, so you should be able to come up with some ambush tactics rather easily. At level 17, we are now masters in the medicine skill. We have the ancestry feat of Heroic Presence. We also have Juggernaut and Innovative Mastery. At level 18, grab the class feat Practice Reloads and the skill feat Advanced First Aid. Level 19, we are now masters in nature. So we know that Australia is not only a country, but a continent. Referencing that one episode where Sydney and Jimmy were arguing about Australia. Oh, I humor myself sometimes. Anyway, general feat, toughness. We also get infinite invention and medium armor mastery. And to finish off this video, we have level 20 inventor, increasing our ability scores in strength, dexterity, intelligence, and charisma. We are trained in the skill of occultism, and we get the class feat for automation, and the skill feat, craft anything. Alright, that is all for today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section below who you would like to see next in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And until next time, this has been Drehan, and I got a blast.